Network.
Yes, indeed. It is the big broadcast. We are live, coast to coast, border to border, iHeartRadio, AM, FM, 247.com. Tune in, iTunes, all the fun stuff. And we are going to go to our next guest who is going to join us on the telephone. And we're going to call her. See what happens here. Linda Olson is going to join us here in just a few moments. And we will get Linda Olson on the line here in just a few moments. I believe there is
Linda.
Linda, how are you? It's James giving you a call for your interview. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing?
Pretty good, actually. We have got Linda Olson joining us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast. She's an international best-selling author. She is revealing the answer in her newest release of how to leave your past behind and enjoy a freedom you never imagined. The book is Transform Your Story, Letting Go of the Past When It Won't Let Go of You. So, Linda, talk to us a little bit about this book. How is the book doing, my friend?
Oh, thank you. The book is doing well. You know, in many respects, the book is my story as I walk through a long journey to complete healing. And, you know, it was like I had never once considered writing a book. But when I got to that place of complete healing, I thought, you know what? I learned so much through this lengthy process. I knew I had to share it with others. And so it became an immediate bestseller, and I'm having fun with it.
Fantastic. Linda Olson with us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio and also AM, FM. 247.com, 50-plus AM/FM stations across the country and around the world. So, Linda, by the way, you can get more information. wealththroughstories.com is the official website. You can check that out today, wealththroughstories.com. So, tell us a little bit about the number one tool to letting go of the past and embracing a brand new freedom. Tell us about this, Linda.
Okay. Well, you know, the biggest thing, especially, you know, where we are in our world today, there's so many people, even in this past year, have gone through so much pain, so much loss, and many people don't have any idea how to just get on top of that and live life again. You know, there's too many people that are surviving instead of thriving, and I don't believe that any of us have been called to survive. But unfortunately, I was stuck there for a long time myself. That's why I know this so well. And through the process of working through my own pain, I came to a place and recognized that forgiveness is the number one tool in letting go of the past. One thing is to forgive others when there's hurt or there's conflict in a relationship or whatever it may be. But even more than that, and this is where my specific story comes in, it was really about forgiving myself. And I believe very often that's the toughest thing to do, is to forgive ourselves. It certainly was for me.
Awesome. Linda Olson with us today. She joins us live here in our broadcast. wealththroughstories.com is the official website. That's wealththroughstories.com. Transform your story, letting go of the past when it won't let go of you. And she joins us today here on the telephone, talking a little bit about this incredible book. So take me through the writing process for your book here, my friend.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, to me, I used to go to tons of conferences, writing conferences, to try and learn the skill of just being a great writer. And finally I came to the conclusion that I thought, you know, this is so much work, and realized that I can hire somebody to do the actual writing skill to really make this a top book. And for me, I was much more concerned about getting a message out, and I thought I can put down the information, I can put down the facts, I can put down, give the tools, whatever it is. And so at that point, I hired a highly skilled editor who together we walked through this process, and that changed everything for me. So yeah, that was big. And although I have to tell you, this process, because this was new and because this was such a personal thing for me, you can go through this editing forever. I mean, it's like there's always one more way to say it and so forth. But it was still a 4-year journey to walk through that process. But once you know the process, it doesn't have to be like that. Another book that I wrote after this is called Your Story Matters, and because I'd done 2 years of workshops, just finding out the needs of people, what they wanted to learn, what they wanted to hear, and when I decided to write that book, I wrote the rough copy in 2 weeks. So,
wow,
yeah, that's a big difference.
That's a hell of a deal. That is...
Yeah, works much better.
So, Linda Olson with us today. She joins us live here in our broadcast, Transform Your Story, and she's with us today here on our big program. So, what do you want readers to take away from your writing of this book?
I want them to know, first and foremost, that it doesn't matter what their situation is, what their past has been, how deep their pain, there is hope. They can move beyond that pain, but it's always a choice. We have to put one foot in front of the other and take that next step. It's like teaching a little one to walk. Until they just really put one foot in front of the other, they'll never learn. And that's what I want them to know. And often, that's when you're in deep, deep pain, which I was initially, that my biggest step was just getting out of bed, because the easiest thing would have been to stay there all day and be depressed and feel sorry for myself. But I knew I had to go forward. And so it's putting one step in front of the other, knowing that there's hope, there's help out there,
yes,
and you can rise above it.
Fantastic. Linda Olson with us today. She joins us live here in our big program. And Linda is tremendous. She's got a great book out there. So what are some of your goals for this book?
Oh, you know what? This book, like I said, my goal is to really help bring hope and healing to many people. And I did a TEDx talk.
Yes, I saw that. That is fantastic.
Faster than reading the book. And I'm getting a great response on it, because it really tells me, people are giving me a lot of feedback, and I so appreciate it. And it really tells me where they're at, what has triggered it for them, that they need to take a look at, maybe recognizing that they are stuck and never thought about it from that perspective. So it's really to get this out there and just bring hope and healing to many, many people.
We have got Linda Olson with us today. She joins us live here on our big program, Coast to Coast, Border to Border on iHeartRadio. Also, AM/FM, 247.com, tune in, iTunes, and of course, you can find us at 50-plus AM/FM stations across the country and around the world. So, Linda, this book is incredible. What's next for you as an author, my friend?
Well, I'll tell you what, my mission is to impact 1 million people a year through story. And that is to help others take their story, whether they want to write their story, whether they want to tell their story, but to help them find, create, and tell and share their story, whatever way they choose, and then help them to get it out there to impact millions.
Fantastic. Well, Linda, this book is tremendous. Thank you for doing this, and I look forward to chatting with you down the road. Thanks for coming on the program, my friend.